Hey, it's Martin. Does Bigfoot live in my backyard? I'm back out here in the forest. I've been exploring and figuring out all those breaks and brush piling that were in my last video. There's something's jawbone right there. Right over here is the rest of him. But anyway, what I wanted to do was walk in here. That was a RV on a trail that just went behind me. Okay. Down in there, about 50 yards, is a impenetrable Florida thicket with a creek that runs through the middle of it. It in effect creates a pretty good barrier. And right here on this edge of it is where the breaks begin. There's a bunch of them right there. Let's see. Well, from this point for about a half a mile that way, these breaks and the piled up brush from them, like those and like that, creates basically a fence that compels you to go that way. And what I found interesting about this is that there is an opening in the fence wall down on that end. You can see there's more of it broken off. Okay. And I'm going to take you down there and show it to you. But I'm going to hike out of here, go back to my Jeep and drive down there and then penetrate in down there. Basically what's happening here, from what I can see, is from that, for all intents and purposes, impenetrable jungle down there, and then this fence wall that runs down there for a half a mile to an opening, a nice big generous opening. What this does is it funnels whatever's walking here, it funnels them, whether it be man or animal, funnels you down to that opening. You can't go that way because of the fencing, and you can't go that way because of the thicket. So you have to go that way toward the opening. And on the other side of that opening is another thicket with a creek running through it that's just about impenetrable. So for a half a mile, anything that walks through here has got to go down there, and then they'll find that opening where they can cross over and go back into there, which just happens to be the very back end of what I know to be Fred, his territory. The family group that's headed by a senior male that I call Fred. So I don't know if this is for hunting, although I'm sure it can be used for hunting, or if it is for, because this is a forest that people recreate in. They come in and use it. If it is to funnel people, game, whatever, down to that opening, as a control device, controlled access. In my last video, I showed you what I believe to be a lookout post in the fence. Had bones in the middle of it. Made a comment. It looked like that was his lunch. But all right, stay with me, because I'm going to go down and hike out of here, get back to my Jeep, and go down to that other end. So stand by. Okay, here I am at the other end. You can see the fence right there. And it runs right up and butts into that jungle that's just about impenetrable down there. So here's the fence. And there's an opening in it right here. What I was telling you about a few minutes ago. You can see the fence is over there now, and it's over here now, but there's a clear opening right here. And this opening leads right into there, which is the backside of Fred's territory, what I believe I know to be Fred's territory. You see fence, there's fence, all back there, the whole thing. The only way you can get through here is this way. All of that down there for a half a mile is blocked with fences from breaking those tops off and stacking it up. But here it's clear. Now, I asked myself, my property is fenced, and it has two sets of double gates, one on each end. And if you walk up to the property, you can't come onto the property unless you want to climb the fence. But people don't do that unless they need to be shot. What they do is they go down and come through the gate. Well, this is the gate. We've just walked through it. And I'd be willing to bet that there is an observer out here somewhere watching the gate. So let's pay attention. If I get my fingers out from in front of the camera, that would be better, wouldn't it? There we go. And look at here, a pokey. That's what we call a gopher turtle around here. And he's alive and well. He's just up in a shell there, hanging out. I came along and crossed his path, got in his way, and of course gopher turtles don't attack you. It's not a turtle actually, it's a tortoise. They just pull up in their shell and wait for you to go on about your business. There's a lot of wildlife out here. Abundant deer, abundant hogs, squirrels, raccoons, possums, rabbits, quail, birds of every sort. There's plenty of food out here, plenty of it. It's interesting. All right, stay with me, I'll be back. There's another one of Fred's markers. The crossed pine trees that form a V and then a push down with its crotch catching it across, holding it onto that pine tree. That's the tav. So that's Fred's sign, the olive, which is a sideways V, and the tav, the olive tav. It's one of Fred's signs. I've shown you what I believe is his main marker, and it's down there, about a mile. I'm deep into the heart of Fred's territory right now. This is what you find when you go through that fence that I was telling you about earlier. You get through that fence, go through the opening, and start hiking toward the sun. Walk over here to this pine tree and give a knock. See if anybody talks back to me. It's a nice day out here today. It's warm but not hot. It's a nice breeze blowing. The sky is absolutely a beautiful clear blue. There is not a cloud in sight anywhere. Nice day. It's a good day for Fred or Wilma or one of his kin, or all of them for that matter, to just walk on out here and say, "Hey Martin, nice day, ain't it?" What do you think of the odds of that happening? All right, I'm gonna cut the camera for a while. Stay with me, I'll be back. Well, I'm back to the Jeep. I hiked out. I didn't get an answer to that knock. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'm tired. It's afternoon, Saturday, the 23rd. There's a good walk through there. This terrain is small rolling hills, and it'll give you a good workout, which I need because I'm old and fat. Anyway, I'm going to be back out here tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and post this, and then I'll post another one tomorrow. Kind of a continuation, a part 2, if you will. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And if you would, visit my sponsor, www.blackcreekarmory.store, S-T-O-R-E. If it weren't for them, it wouldn't be possible for me to be out here. And they are my sponsor because I own it. It's me. So I sponsor myself. www.blackcreekarmory.store. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Does Bigfoot live in my backyard? Yeah, he does.